Hello and welcome to Crafting with Jane. We're still doing a bit of Christmas. I know we're almost up till Christmas time, but I was really lucky. This is an indigo blue one called Deck the Halls, and I just love the lettering on this. And this was not mine. I was actually gifted this by a dear friend in America who is one of my subscribers on here, and she has sent me the most amazing box full of all sorts of goodies, and this was one of them. Now, she won one of the prizes, which was a whole set of the Christmas thing, by entering the competition. So I'm using it. I absolutely love it, and I said I would use it, so that's what I'm doing. If you ever want to buy any indigo blue products, if you just use the code Jane, my name, Jane, 20, you'll get 20% discount. So there you go. So I thought that we would do a square card. I quite like doing square cards because I've got quite a lot of these, which are bases. This is yellow, so it's a non-traditional coloured one, but I quite like that sometimes. And we are going to create a background to start off with. I've stamped it so I know where my lettering's going to go, but I'm going to be using some blending tools. So I've got some blending brushes. You'll have to excuse the noise in the background if you can hear it. My dog's playing with the ball, and she's got quite excited racing around with this ball. So if you hear the noise in the background, that's her having a play. Okay, so I'm going to start with, I think I'm going to start with a beige colour. So this is crumb cake, and I'm just going to take it up and just give it a bit of a, and as you know what I like to do a bit of a corner, bit of a centre, and just sort of blend it through a bit and not be overly worried about where it comes, because using the letters and things, it doesn't really matter that much. Now I'm going to take a blue out. I might actually put some more of the crumb cake in, but I quite like this blue's going to make it quite nice. I quite like doing it where you sort of, it gives that slightly mottled look, and I think that that looks really rather nice. So just taking that in like that, and then I really do like the yellow, so I'm just going to add some of this yellow in here. Take that. I don't think I'm going to use any more, but who knows. I'll take that on there and just give a little bit of yellow coming in like that, and you can see how you can just sort of blend your colours in, which is what I enjoy doing. So I can then go back and go, do I have a little bit more blue? I think that's probably enough of the yellow. I don't want it too yellow because I'm going to be using the yellow for the stamping, I think. So a little bit more blue, just take that in, and that's where you can start getting some of the blending coming through, because our letters are going to be going over the top of this. Again, I've actually done those so that it's not going to be a hugely long one, because what happens is quite often we do I spend quite a lot of time doing these projects, and I thought, as we're getting near to Christmas, so time is busy, so that has given me all of the different colours on there that I wanted, which is going to tone in with the colours I've used for the cards. So let me just move that out of the wet bit. And now I'm going to use as well, this is from the what's this one called, Tree Dressing, which I really love. It's got the stag's head, it's got the lovely baubles, Christmas stockings, barbed wire to go on the trees, so you can do that in different colours, which I've shown you, and these stars. Now we're going to use the stars on this one, and I'm just going to do them in, it's going to go on here, So I do need to do it in the yellow, and I'll wipe up afterwards. So I'm just going to take this yellow and I'm just going to put some stars, just sort of randomly all the way across, turning round as I go. Really like these stars because they make just a beautiful sort of background. Let's just take one that way. So as you can see, I'm literally just sort of dotting them about so that they come into the background. The large ones are quite pretty, but I probably want a little one in here. There we go. Right. It's all right, I was just looking back at my dog to make sure that she wasn't rucking up my carpet, which I wouldn't be very pleased for. Okay, so I'm just going to put these out of the way for now, and let's clean this little surface off because we don't want too much muckiness, otherwise it'll go on the back of the card. Let me put my blending brushes to one side, take that out of the way, just give that a bit of a clean up. And then I just need to clean it off with a bit of kitchen roll. Always have a squeaky noise when you clean up, don't you? There we are, that's better. Okay, so now we've got this, and this can then go in onto here like that. So that's given us our background. I'm going to put it straight on here because I know that it's going to be fine and I don't need to worry about it too much. Oh, my wet glue is over on the other side. I'm just going to use a bit of this, which should be okay. Oof, that's a bit black. Wonder what I was using that for. So I'm literally just going to put this up on the edge. Oh, I know what I was using it for. I can't show you it yet because it's not quite finished. I've been doing some Christmas boxes for my grandchildren. So it's really funny, isn't it? It's a bit like having small children, having a dog. It's almost tea time. So she's now at the stage where she's going to go racing around, playing with this ball, barking, doing other things to grab my attention because it's nearly tea time, but she's going to have to be patient for a minute. Okay, so I'm going to put this on here. Whoops, just dropped it on the floor and I've picked up a bit of, look at that, stuff that I was cutting out. Don't really want that stuck in there, do I? Come on, off you come. There we go. Okay, so with a bit of luck, that will go in like that, and that then goes nicely in on here, and you can see how it then tones in with the colours, and that's what I wanted. So always sort of look at what you're going to be putting it onto and then look at the colours. Okay, so now I need to, oh, I nearly dropped one of those. I need to get my letters, which I've done, and I'm going to have to grab my glue because I can't make do with the other bit of glue, so bear with me a second. Here we go. I go to a craft cafe in the local town, which is rather good on a Thursday, and so I had my glue because I was doing something down there, and so it's probably a bit cold because my goodness, it was cold this morning. Probably won't be quite as cold when I don't know what the weather's going to be like when this video comes out, because I always do my videos about 2 weeks in advance so that I've always got, if something happens, I'm not in a rush to do a video. So I always keep them a couple of weeks ahead of myself. So now because I've got this, I know that I can put it exactly on here. And it means that it gives me the, can you see how the letters are sort of up and down and all over the place? well, that's what we want them to be, because that's how they were designed to stamp. But if I tried to do it myself, I would have probably got it more straight. So I'm trying to do it so that it comes in on the letters like this. And it's a great way of, when you've got extra bits of little bits left over of paper, different coloured papers and things like that, then, you know, just sort of turn around and use them. And by cutting this out, it means you can do, I could do a really jazzy, bright background if I wanted to, and it wouldn't make any difference because these letters are going on top. So it means that you've got your pretty bit coming in on the bottom, but you've got your nice bit coming in on the top. And again, I quite like sometimes doing non-traditional colours. You know, everybody knows Christmas being reds and greens, and whereas, you know, doing something just a little bit different, it's quite nice, I think, for, you know, friends and things who like to have a little bit of an alternative styling. And I do as well sometimes as well. You know, if all your cards up are all reds and greens and things, it's quite nice to do them in slightly different colours, I think. So I expect you're all ready for Christmas. I'm going to be having a lovely Christmas, which I think I've said before. I'm having Christmas Day with one of my boys and family, and Boxing Day, which is, I had to explain what Boxing Day was. Boxing Day is the day after Christmas. So for all my subscribers who are in America and don't know what Boxing Day is, the day after Christmas is Boxing Day, and traditionally in the big, huge houses, you know, way back when, Boxing Day was the day when everybody that wasn't, you know, didn't own the house, that worked in the house and things like that, they were allowed to have Boxing Day off. So it was a day when you could, boxes were given, as in Christmas boxes, normally with money and things in, for the people that were working all Christmas time, for the rich houses. And everybody was given a box of some sort, and also the churches would have a separate congregational box that they would fill, again to give to the poor and the homeless, and, you know, people who were less fortunate than people who'd been able to celebrate a good Christmas. So I think it makes a really good idea. These days, you know, Boxing Day is just another holiday, so, you know, nobody goes to work on Boxing Day. It's the same as Christmas Day, and most of the sales start on Boxing Day, so people who haven't had enough of Christmas shopping and all of those things beforehand go racing off for the sales. So instead of having January sales, a lot of the shops start on Boxing Day. So the poor people that have only had Christmas Day off, if you're in retail, you end up having to go to shop, you know, go to work, while people want to spend all the money that they haven't spent at Christmas. Or again, if people get money for Christmas, they go whizzing off to the sales to spend their money there. So, whereas I go and have a day with family again, which is nice. So that's got the Deck the Halls on, which I think is really pretty. And what I will do is, and I should probably do that afterwards, but I've got some glitter. This is gold. I've got green. That might actually be quite fun for a change. There's me saying not having green, but that might look quite nice. Might just take that round the edges of the green ones. So let's have a look and see if it's going to come out. Might need to put a pin in it. can never tell, can you? Right, I'm going to do that afterwards, but as I said, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some glitter of some sort round the sides, maybe a little bit of the silver Posca pen or something like that. But you can see it makes a really rather fun Deck the Halls card with non-traditional Christmas colours. So, hope you enjoyed that. As always, please stay safe and well. Please be kind. I look forward to seeing you again soon. Bye-bye.